Good morning, boys and girls. It's Grandma Dee. It's time for another story. I think you'll really like this one. This story is about Mr. David. He's probably the kindest man I've ever met. He's the kind of man that says, please and thank you. He opens the door for women so they can go in first. Well, Mr. David, after he was grown up, he wanted to buy a lighthouse. And in the lighthouse, he thought, wouldn't that be fun to look over all the boats coming and going and all the fishermen along the shore? Well, there weren't many lighthouses for sale. So Mr. David decided to do the best thing, and that's to get on his knees and pray. And when he prayed, he asked God for a lighthouse or for his direction, because you can't always have what you want. So, in the prayers, Mr. David decided to take a road trip. He decided to take his cousin, Miss Gwen, with him. And on the road trip, guess what they found? Yes, they found a lighthouse. No, not for sale. That house was for sale next door. So Mr. David said, what a great idea. I can be right next to the lighthouse. They even have a trail that goes to the lighthouse. So he bought the house, and Mr. David and Miss Gwen went back to Kentucky, because this house is in Ohio, and they got their fishing equipment because they love to fish. And look at all the water they could fish in. But when they got back, you're not going to believe what they found in their house. I couldn't believe the story. They found a family of raccoons. Oh my goodness, raccoons usually don't come in a house. So Mr. David, because he's the kind man he is, he figured out how to get the raccoons out of the house, shoo them out, and very kindly, and he and Miss Gwen went to fishing. So boys and girls, the story is, be kind no matter what. And maybe you could draw a lighthouse. You could draw a little house there and put Mr. David here. Maybe even put Miss Gwen walking down the little path here to the lighthouse so they could go up and see the boats come and go. But whatever you do today or tomorrow, remember we can't always have what we want, but God is in charge. You just have to pray. And to no matter, be kind to one another. And young men, open the doors for your mother and for your little sisters. Be kind to one another. Another lesson from Grandma Dee.